Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Boosie. And maybe not even as much as Boosie as his mentor. Now, there's not many occasions where you talk about a rapper's mentor or the person that they quote unquote idolize. But a gentleman who's, his basic hashtag, or I should say the heading on his social media page is I am Lil Boosie's idol, is this guy by the name of Calvin Ricks. Now, it seems like even Boosie has named this gentleman in several songs and went on record to talk about him. So today, we're going to take a look at what just went down in Baton Rouge. So it looks like this gentleman, Calvin Ricks, who's Boosie's idol, just got arrested, man. And it's like the second time he's been arrested in the last year. And it's a crazy investigation, and it's got all sorts of wild implications. So before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this whole Boosie situation with his role model, Calvin Ricks. Now, this gentleman, Calvin Ricks, is basically, man, it looks like he's a guy who has a lot of love and respect in the city of Baton Rouge. He's been mentioned on numerous songs of Boosie's. Some of the most notable is his song Bankroll, where he calls out Calvin Ricks as his role model. And I think that's where he took this as his moniker. And he also talked about Calvin Ricks on One Love. So Boosie shows a lot of love and admiration for this gentleman, Calvin Ricks. Now, I'm going to preface this before we talk about the charges. I think everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So just because he's being charged with certain things doesn't mean he did them. But the story behind what he's being charged of is very interesting. So yesterday, there was a whole crackdown in Baton Rouge. Now, this is the story, and this is the real heading on the story. It says this. It says, Lil Boosie, role model, arrested in BR drug trafficking case. Now, the story continues by saying this. For a second time in 2 years, a man publicized as Lil Boosie's idol has been arrested on drug charges. Calvin Ricks is mentioned in songs and his name appears in Boosie's lyrics. Ricks' social media calls himself Boosie's role model. Now, little stop right there. If you were to look at Calvin Ricks' social media, you would be like, man, Calvin Ricks is out here balling. I'm talking about Versace clothes, expensive watches, nice cars. I mean, he's really, really doing it to the max. And I ain't mad at him for that, man. Man, you work hard, you play hard. And it looks like he has a legitimate business, maybe a car lot or something like that. But definitely, one of the funniest things you'll see, and it's probably not funny, it's just interesting, is if you look at the top of his social media page, it says Ricks, Calvin, in parentheses, Boosie role model. Hardworking man, open to good people, man. My dude got his own moniker, man. He got his own saying. That's what's up. Now, Calvin Ricks' situation seems to get a little worse. Seems to get worse as the story continues. So it goes on to say this. Wednesday night, Ricks was arrested as East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's deputies were conducting an investigation into a illicit substance trafficker in Baton Rouge. Now, I had to blur some of that out because some of it, are not YouTube friendly, but you get the idea. There was some type of illicit substances being sold in Baton Rouge. Now, it continues by saying agents obtained a search warrant for an investigation that began in April. So they've been looking at him since April this year. Okay, so the story continues. And it says, while investigating the drug trafficking, Ricks was arrested and charged with possession with intent to distribute. Ricks and another man, Jerry Jones, were both charged. Now, back in May 2020, Baton Rouge Police Narcotics worked alongside members of the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Narcotics Division and SWAT to launch an investigation into alleged drug activities at two homes on 69th Ave and eventually arrested the three suspects involved. Now, this is referencing a report from last year around the same exact time, and it was another investigation, but way more intensive. Now, in that story, Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and I know you enjoying this video, but make sure you go and you follow me on social media platforms like Instagram, and also go to my Twitter page and make sure you hit that follow button there so you can get the latest and greatest updates of when I'm dropping my videos. And man, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button so we can spread this video around, and we trying to get 2,000 likes, so run them likes up. All right. The heading on the story says this. Now, it also took place in Baton Rouge, and it's, basically the same news organization. And the headline said, multiple law enforcement agencies arrest 3 men following drug busts on 69th Avenue. Now, in this arrest was also the guy that we're talking about, Mr. Ricks, Calvin Ricks, and some other gentlemen. And it seems like, man, there was a lot of cooperation throughout Baton Rouge just to nail these guys down and see if they can arrest them. Now, they were tracking them all over the place, and this was almost a year ago. So let's delve into the story a little bit. Now, it starts off by saying Baton Rouge Police Narcotics worked alongside members of East Baton Rouge Parish, and that's kind of like what it said in the last story. Let's go down. And it says, according to police report on February 1st of this year, meaning in 2020, a Baton Rouge police officer responded to a call of an overdose at a home within the 2900 block of 69 Ave. Shortly after this incident, authorities received multiple complaints about drug activity at the same home and at another home within the 3000 block of 69th Ave. The police report goes on to say that more than one complainant told authorities the owner of both homes, 52-year-old Calvin Ricks, had multiple people working for him in the distribution of drugs, and that Ricks kept drugs hidden in the bushes of the house within 3000 block of the 69th Ave. Man, whoever this complainant was, they basically gave up the whole case. They was like, yeah, man, he's got people running in and out of there working for him. And they say this is where he hides all this stuff, man. Who in the world? Well, you never know. Now, so authorities from both the sheriff's office and Baton Rouge police followed up by conducting surveillance on both homes, and a report that throughout the process, they identified 54-year-old Robert Antone and 41-year-old Gregory Netter as working for Ricks. In an affidavit, investigators say they conducted undercover purchases of some substances and that they allegedly got from Netter, right? And the authorities, they also reported that they followed Ricks to multiple businesses and multiple addresses. And it looks like in conjunction with the SWAT team, almost to the day, it was, look, check this. This was on Tuesday, May 5th in 2020, that the EBR Sheriff's Office, SWAT team, and Baton Rouge Police Department conducted a no-knock search at the home within the 2900 block of 69 Ave and discovered a slew of illegal drugs and drug paraphernalia and over $1,000 worth of cash. Now, this is the investigation from last year, and they went on to arrest Calvin Ricks, aka Boosie's role model, and it seems like, man, they're trying to allege that dude had got right back into it this year. Same situation, almost to the day, arrested again yesterday, and it was like a big task force or whatnot that brought him down. Now, I wonder what Boosie has to say about this, because Boosie, he's been, pretty boisterous on the fact of putting Calvin Ricks out there as his role model, including him in a lot of his lyrics. But you don't even know if they have any type of connection. I mean, they might not even have a relationship anymore. Even though you can see on Calvin Ricks' social media page, he does show like Boosie love by having his music listed on some of his pictures and stuff like that. But, it just might be an appreciation for where he's seeing Boosie's career go in the future. Now, what do you guys think, man? Do you think this is a crazy situation that Boosie's role model is getting caught up in situations like this? Or do you think it's just a part of what life is? You move on, you go and prosper as a rap artist, and those folks back home, they do what they do. And, it doesn't mean that he's actually guilty. He might even be innocent, because everybody's innocent until proven guilty in my book. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.